surprise introduction. Yeah, I like it. Hello, yes, hi, I'm Dan. I've made a previous video about accents. Yes, that was the one. I forgot that for a second, but I remembered. And I'm going to make another video about me awkwardly rambling at a camera to you guys, of which I know, sort of. Yeah, you sent me some messages which I asked for and you kindly responded to give me things to talk about. And yeah, basically gonna go through those. It's gonna be really exciting. Can you not tell the excitement? I'm excited on the inside. You should be excited too. This should be a beautiful celebration of excitement. Okay. First ask in my inbox is from Ink Stains on Your Shirt, aka Sam or Sammy or you know, whatever she goes by. Question for your video, smiley face. What would you say are your main influences artistically, be it artists, music, or events in your life? Well, I would say all of the above. I like a lot of artists on the internet. Basically, all things inspire me artistically. I know that sounds pretty vague and open, but hear me out. Whether it be particular artists which I see on the internet, which is artistically, I mean, I don't know a lot of artist names on the internet, but I see a lot of stuff and I put it in my art blog and scrapbook it, which I one day hope to print off and then put in a book so I can admire the pictures for aspirational values and also to subject myself to huge amounts of jealousy for their dastardly talent. But yes, music, events in my life are very significant, all the same. I take bits and pieces of all culture I see, you know, all media I see, artists. Yeah, music sets a kind of mood and tone, and events in my life, I like to make stories and such. And when I do, I like to put a piece of myself in it, or a piece of things that I've seen around me, relevant topics. I like to put little hidden messages about society and that kind of crap. And as well as that, personal things. It's a good outlet for emotions and experiences, and yeah, I don't know, like, it's sometimes a little bit hard for me to express myself, so therefore I express myself through drawing and art and story making, because, yeah, I don't know, it makes it a lot more personal as well. I mean, one couldn't exist without the other, you know. Yeah, my personability and emotions are a symbiotic relationship with my art now, and they're pretty fucking inseparable, which is a double-edged sword. It's, you know, I can really get emotionally too attached to my work, and if it doesn't live up to my expectations, I absolutely fucking hate it. But if it goes really well, I'm really happy because I'm just trying to get a piece of my mind across. Anyway, I'm rambling about this. So yeah, bits and pieces of everything. Yeah, I hope that sort of comes across. Okay, what do we have here? It continues. This is a paragraph, by the way. I'm just reading through it and answering it relative to what's being said. Right. What are your favourite films, TV series, and books? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with TV series first because that's probably the easiest thing to answer. Walking Dead right now. I love that. It's a drama series about zombies, and it's based on an excellent graphic novel, and expertly fucking done. If I remember rightly, done by the same director as the guy who did The Green Mile, Frank Darabont, I think. American Horror Story as well, number 2. Absolutely brilliant, like old school horror style thing with a pretty surreal but pretty fucking cool drama story plot, which is quite addictive. I got my housemates to watch it once, and they were hooked. Even though one of them was quite scared of it. And Misfits, love it. One of the best British dramas at this point in time, I'm thinking. Very funny, very bizarre, almost comic book-esque, but with a sort of realistic twist to it. And yeah, just fucking hilarious. There's an episode recently about zombie cheerleaders, and another one about going in time, a man going back in time to kill Hitler, and then Nazis basically are ruling England because he failed and leaves his mobile phone there. Yeah, not to spoil it, but at the end one of the characters kicks Hitler in the stomach and says, "Oi, Hitler, why you gotta be such a dick?" I mean, that's, a beautiful plot there. Films. Okay, I like quite a lot of films. I think some of my favourites have to be Back to the Future trilogy. Love that. Just love a bit of 80s filmage, really, and if it's got to be 80s filmage, it's got to be an 80s film about travelling back in time with Michael J. Fox. Could there be any other way to go? Terminator films 1 and 2. Preferred Terminator 2 Judgment Day more. Another time travelling 80s thing. I must have a bit of a fetish for this kind of thing. Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption, great emotion invoking films. Beautiful things, yes. The original Star Wars trilogy, because I just grew up with it and I love it. I don't care what you say, I'm a massive nerd. Deal with it. What else? The Alien films, I love those. Sigourney Weaver's badass in that. And it's killing aliens in a sort of, retro, futuristic way. I mean, what's not to love? I don't really know. I've sort of lost my mind a little bit. I'm a bit tired and can't think. Books. I don't read many books. It takes an immense amount of concentration for me to read books these days. I've been reading one recently called Ludmilla's Broken English. I didn't get very far with it so far, but so far it's pretty cool. It's pretty bizarre, a little bit grotesque. 1984 by George Orwell. Enough said. And some graphic novels. I think Preacher, Gone to Texas, pretty cool. Johnny Cash. It basically his story of his life. I See a Darkness. Batman Hush. That was a cool one. Really enjoyed that. And also, current favourite, Sandman by Neil Gaiman. Fucking fantastic. Bizarre and fantastic, and even incorporates elements of Batman into the universe, which is, nice. I respect that. Plus 50 respect. And also Watchmen by Alan Moore, because it's just fucking awesome. One of the best graphic novels I've ever read. Very depthy, very reedy, because graphic novels are a legitimate way of storytelling and narrative. As some people fail to recognise, it's not just geeky comics because you overlook it because of those facts that they might be like, oh no, comics, nerdy, taboo subject, or, oh, it's not like books. Well, that motherfucker might make you think otherwise. So yeah, that's about the gist of that. I had to stop myself there because I think that was probably about 5 minutes worth of ranting about media. I like dangerous thing that it's a good thing I am a little bit tired and messed up in the head, and there's a lot of noise around me because people are partying before they're leaving university. It's distracting me from what I usually can ramble about on for hours, so dodge the bullet there. If you don't mind for a second, I'm just going to take off my jacket because I haven't undressed since going to the shops. Yeah, so sorry if I'm a bit distracted. So, okay, shall we continue? Yes, we shall. Okay, right. Continuing, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Why? Discuss in great detail. Slightly weird inverted tongue face. Yes, this is one I like thinking about. Especially whilst watching Misfits, you kind of compare powers and think, oh, that would be good, but then there's a downside. So therefore, I've, well, not just through that, but therefore I've come to 3 conclusions in my life so far. What would be cool? 2 of which I discussed with Jenna in depth, but basically it comes to invisibility is fucking cool. It will predominantly be used for naughty things, like stealing, basically, because such is the lifestyle of an art student. I'm going to be fucking poor, and I want shit, and I want to eat, so I want to go and steal stuff for my own benefits. Yeah, basically, second comes down to stopping time. Yes, really kind of cool. You know, I don't know if you ever watched Bernard's Watch as a child. It's about a kid with a stopwatch, and it stops time around him. He can do whatever the fuck he wants in between that. That would be badass. Like, yeah. But predominantly used for the same things to the aforementioned power. But with the added benefits of not only no one's seeing you doing what you're doing, which is looting, yeah, but also you have the added benefit of being able to stop time and like do work or whatever boring shit you have to do, or stuff that you don't like, or stuff that you do like but you just don't have enough time to do. You can do it while time is stopped and grab a nice bit of sleep. I'd grab some mean naps if I could stop time. I'm a bit, yeah, I'm only 20 and I'm already talking about the immense power of stopping time and using it for naps. I'm a bit disconnected from the youth now. I'm gonna start complaining about my back and shouting at strange children on my lawn, if I had one.